Yo, we back with another one. It's your brother Ishmael here. On this episode of Analyze This, we'll be analyzing and tapping in and looking at using your gifts, using your gifts to succeed in life, using your God given gifts to succeed. And today I have the privilege and the honor of having a good friend, a brother of mine, a very talented brother, man of many hats, musician, singer, comedian. This brother has been blessed with many gifts of God. I'm speaking of none other than the glove, Jay Scott.
My boy, Low, man, what's good, man? Humbled
What's good?
to be here, man. Humbled to have an opportunity, man, to tap into what you got going on, man. I know I'm a little bit more present with the like social media and all that stuff, man, but it's good to see you using your other gifts as well, man. Some gifts that I didn't even know about. So this is dope, man. This is dope.
I appreciate that. Yeah, the Most High gave this to me. Analyze this, analyze and open your eyes to the lies and what they call conspiracies that are being not being proven to not just be theories any longer. So we want to analyze these things and bring guests on like yourself who have dealt and dabbled in some of these areas. So
Absolutely.
my reason I want to you particularly today is because you're a brother whom I've admired and watched come up and through his gifts has made a way and paved the way and became successful in life. So, without any further ado, let's just jump straight in. I guess my first question would be to yes, sir. And we want to start by giving all honor and glory to the Most High. I ask that everything that I do and everything that is seen from me by the people that is used for the edification and glorification of the Most High and His Word. And so, brother, where did you first, or where would you say your love for music came from?
Man, if I be honest, I don't know if I ever loved music. Man, my daddy, he just made my older brother and I get on the instruments, kind of like the Jacksons. Yes, sir, wasn't no talking back. He said, "Hey, look, you gonna play the drums, and your brother gonna play the keyboard," and that was basically the start of it all. And even to piggyback on that a little bit more,
Hmm.
how he got into the music thing. He's not a musician at all, but he's a U.S. Marine, and actually that's how we got stationed in California, where we met. When he was in the Marine Corps, he's from North Nashville, so when he was in the Marine Corps, at the time he was in the Marines, um,
Yeah.
it was a lot of Caucasian brothers, a lot of white boys in there, and what the drill instructors would do would they would play rock and roll music to try to throw the white Marines off task. My daddy being
Hmm.
from the country, not being familiar with all of that stuff, he didn't think nothing of it. But eventually, that rock music started to stick with him, and so he grew up listening to Jackson Five and Al Green and all them other cats. But when my
Right.
older brother and I came around, since he was exposed to that music, uh, he had us playing not only Earth, Wind and Fire, but we was playing like AC/DC,
Hmm.
Living Color. It's an all black rock and roll band. Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith. You know what I mean? You name it. And he had us
Right.
doing it at young, very, very young ages.
Different genres.
Different genres, and yeah, we didn't have a choice. We had to. It was just, what I'm saying. We did sports. We played football, basketball, and music, and that was just it. So he was definitely, again, he was like the Joe Jackson. He said, "You gonna play," and we old school, man. Our parents
Right.
tell us do stuff, we do it.
Or else, because you know what's coming if you don't.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They
Yes,
say a
sir.
hard head make a soft something.
Make a soft.
You know, but that goes to say, you know, your father, you said he was a Marine, he was a military man, so that
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
believe those were his ways of trying to instill some discipline and things like that, because you know the arts and sports, all those kind of things do teach a young man discipline, because you have to stick
Absolutely.
to it and practice and
Absolutely.
work at it if, yeah, if you want to do good. Well then, so since you said that it was kind of forced upon you, which I ain't mad at, I'm not mad at Joe Jackson for doing that.
I'm not
I
either.
can't speak on, right. I can't speak on any of the personal abuse or trauma that may have went on behind their closed doors in their home,
Right, right.
but the brother saw the gifts in his children, and
Absolutely.
yeah, ushered them into to success, man. So
Yeah.
since your father kind of forced that upon you, um, when did you notice, or when did he notice, you think, that you were actually gifted? You know, you're not just like somebody, just everybody can't just pick it up and do it like you do it or you did. So when did you kind of know you had something as far as with the singing and playing instruments?
If I be honest, I I think he realized I was good, all that stuff. Like when I started to like have pictures online with professionals. Actually, even more recently,
Hmm.
like probably maybe like 8 years ago, when he started seeing me with like other stars and other celebrities and stuff. And actually,
Right.
very recently, I was working on a cruise ship, and on the cruise ship they have an event called the Blues Cruise. And so my daddy is like super into blues. He's a blues fanatic. And so
Right.
I invited him on the blues cruise just as my guest. And when he saw like
The
some of the
response.
musicians that he likes giving me my flowers, I think that's when he really knew, like, oh
Uh,
yeah, my
my boy
whatever I
got it.
did back then, my son got it.
Yeah. Yeah. My hard work paid off. Or, you know what I mean? He probably saw,
Yeah, absolutely,
had a sit
absolutely.
back moment, like, wow.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
when did you realize it? You know, that's when did you realize it, or have you not realized it? You know, I know
uh,
you're a humble man.
I was finna say maybe within the last 2 or 3 years, because I know people call me for stuff, but you know, you can a supermodel can be the finest thing you ever see in life. But when they look in the mirror, you know what I mean, they're like, oh my God, you know, my hair is not good, my legs are too
Hmm.
big, you know what I'm saying, all that type of stuff.
Right.
But seriously, it was probably like 2, 3 years ago when I was just like, you know, I kind of got to be like, to hell with. Not that I ever really cared. You know what I'm saying? Confident
Hmm.
in myself and all that stuff. But you know, to where I got to the point to where I was just like, it's just got to be to hell with to hell with what everybody thinks. Like, I just got to go up
Right.
there and play my best bass, or you know, I don't sing that much, but you know, sing my best song. You know, all that type of stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, and I'm not a stress guy. I don't really believe in stress, but I believe in you can feel the pressure if you feel like the pressure's on you.
Right.
Um,
Pressure
but
make diamonds and bust pipes.
this is true. Um, but yeah, I was just like, look, I'm just gonna play this bass like I know how. I don't care what he say. I don't care if Dr. Dre is in the room. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Adam Blackstone, none of them. Like, you know, and I'm just gonna do my thing. And to me,
Right.
that's the most freeing thing about being a musician. It's almost like
Hmm.
that moment when you like, man, I'm a man. Like I become a man. Same thing with
Right.
music, man. Once I realized, it's just like, oh, let me just be me. You know what I'm saying? Some folks gonna love it. Some folks may not. Cool.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean? You know. So I hope that answered the
Yeah.
question, good brother.
No, I did answer the question, because like it's a it's a it's a deep question in itself, because like you made the analogy to a supermodel or a runway model, a person, a musician. We take our craft seriously as well. So you may be playing a gig or doing a session, and you'll be nitpicking every little thing. And
Yep.
they said Prince was like that. Very, very. Dr. Dre too. You brought him a very meticulous to make sure they get the record right. But give people a little background on me and you and our relationship. We met our freshman year in high school at Centennial High School. Shout out to Corona, California. Shout out to all the Huskies out there. And you also had a love for the game of basketball. And me too. We both love music. We both love basketball. I would say those are two of my first loves. So do you carry that competitive spirit or that Mamba mentality to the music world, like as far as like being the baddest? Because they call you the glove, or you call it the glove the baddest. We'll get to that because I definitely want to know how you came up with that nickname. But does that competitive spirit transfer over to the music world to be the best?
I think. Well, I'll say yes and no. I at one point I wanted to be the best bassist. Now I just want to be the best at the opportunities that I get. You know what I mean? I can be great and be unknown. I can be great and not get no calls. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to be great. At the opportunities. Thank God He's opened. I'm truly opened so many doors, man. And I just want to be the best representation of Him first. My daddy told me all the time. He said, everywhere you go, it's a Martin on your back. You know what I mean? And so I just try to make sure I represent the best. So as far as like the Mamba mentality, I always want to bring that to whatever gig I'm at, or even if it's not music, you know what I'm saying? Just being the best glove that I can be, wherever I go. So
right.
I do take some of that. I do take that that Mamba mentality or goat mentality,
just in life in general.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great point. Because I know your love for the game. It was tough back then. We had a very competitive team, and then were you in the band too? Yeah, you were in the band, so you had other things to put that competitive spirit in. But it was a tough team to make back then. I always kind of not felt for you, but I know you wanted to hoop with us out there, man. But you motivated. You were there though. That's what I said. If I could answer my own question, when I realized you had it or was talented, was when people came to our games just to hear you sing the national anthem. I seen, people would come early.
My bad.
Because they had to. You good, baby? You the glove. You know what I mean? Swag it out. But yeah, I knew you had it then.
You know what I'm saying?
I knew you had it then. When people were coming up, they didn't want to miss. They had to be on time to catch you singing the national anthem. And that's when I realized that you used to have us out there, whether you know it or not. A lot of us, you giving us chills, and that pumped us up. That got us ready to go out there and kick some butt.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So your pops
appreciate that, man.
Yep, for sure. That's what this is about. I interviewed a brother of mine, Alfred, the other day, and this podcast, so this is kind of me giving people their flowers while they still here. You got shows like Drink Champs and things like that. But I want to bring on your everyday average brother who don't got a big name, but is just as talented as some of these big names out there.
Absolutely.
But pops push it on you. So there's a term self-taught, because I would say, I'm not trying to glaze you up or nothing, but I consider you a musical genius, and I consider myself one too. But are you really self-taught on all the instruments you play?
Yeah, originally I was self-taught. Excuse me. I was self-taught drums, bass, keys, a little guitar, voice. Self-taught, man. Church, came up in church, and and there, especially in like the what's the word? Now I'm over here looking dumb.
You talking about choir?
No, it's like when you're current, like the current church,
Mhm.
church. How there's so many genres. You can listen to a church song. It sounds like a slow rock and roll ballad, or it's got a little Latin flavor in there, or you know what I'm
Right.
saying, like. And
Yeah.
so the church I came up in was definitely like kind of older school, but then some of the artists like the Kirk Franklins and the Ty Tribbett's and all of them,
Mhm.
John P. Keys and Fred Hammonds, they would have
Yep.
different elements of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so like I kind of got that start on like, okay, Latin feels like this, rock
Mhm.
feels like this, or even funk, you know, if it wasn't church stuff, like okay, James Brown feels
Right.
like this, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think all that stuff kind of helped
You
take that
self-teaching
base,
yourself.
you know what I'm saying, of where to go from. And that's the fortunate thing about being a church cat is
Mhm.
yeah, we're around so many different genres and such. We kind of get it. Like I learned how to read music, or at least like drum music and such, in school, like middle and high school. But it was when I went off to college, the second time when I went to Berkeley.
Mhm.
That's when they were like really started digging in. Like, okay, you have no choice but to read. Like, if you want to pass, you will read. You will
Right.
pass ear training. You will pass music theory. And so that's when I'll say, like, people always call my school like, oh, is it like going to Fame? It's like the movie Fame. And
Yeah.
it's just like not exactly, but maybe as far as the feel that I got, you know what I'm saying, just being in that atmosphere and in that environment. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Hearing all the things that I would hear as a kid, all starting to make sense. So,
Right.
like for example, if we was at a football game and they're doing something like, okay, at first it was just bump, 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 bump. Now I know, like, okay, I got the key. All right, that's 1, 3, 4, 5, like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
School did that. So to go back to your question, yes, definitely
Yeah.
originally self-taught, but since then, proud graduate, class of 2015 from the
Yes, sir.
Berkeley College of Music.
I heard that. Proud graduate, and congratulations to you,
Proud
man.
graduate. And member of
Thank-
Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
All right, big
Summer
dog. All
13,
right.
Tell dog, never frail dog.
Huh.
Because I played while I was at Berkeley, so I had to go ahead and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when you were going to RCC, and that's when kind of was like at the tail end of us going to hot tracks and having all that free time to
Oh,
really
yeah.
do music. And I remember you
yeah.
used to have you were first learning. You had the books and you practicing Flight of the Bumblebee and whatever else whatever else it was. But I do remember that. We were riding in your car back when you used to have Superman. Back when you used to go by Superman.
Oh yeah, it's still my email, dog. SUPA.
So,
It's still lit,
yeah.
man. It's still lit. Still
So
lit.
so who are some of the big? That's right. And I still got some of the music. I got it's still on CD. But I got a couple of first songs that we made. You produce every
Oh, my
song on the album.
Oh my gosh, I guarantee you, we can do so much better now. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
We
definitely,
can do
definitely.
so much better.
Yeah, but it was there. We were talented even then to be able to flip some of the stuff that we did, and then you just walk in right off the street onto a keyboard, make a beat off the spot. You had Shasha, you know, grown men in there grooving.
Oh,
We was fresh out of high school.
Wow. Man,
So-
them some names I done forgot about, man. I hope they
Right.
do well.
They are Shasha, Damo, all those guys. They still in Santa Ana. Still, Damo's still
Okay.
doing music and all that. But who are some of the big names that you had the privilege of playing? I heard a rumor, or I don't know how true it is, that you played for the Village People, or was that like
Yeah,
in your start?
Oh yeah.
How was that?
Oh man, That was crazy. That was probably one of the biggest wake up calls. And I love everybody's specific walks of life.
Hmm.
And I don't judge nobody, but that was the first time of me being around man, I don't want to disrespect
No,
nobody,
I hear you.
but
Yep.
LGB,
Say less. Say less. Yeah.
the alphabet, you know what I'm saying?
LGBTQ.
The
Yeah.
rainbow alphabet. I never want to disrespect my rainbow brothers and sisters.
Man, it's no
But it was the
disrespect, but
first
we
time.
do. Right. We know the Village People music caters to that demographic of people.
Exactly. And on one end, I definitely had my moments. I remember we was out in Stockholm. It was my first time going to Stockholm, and I was excited, just to be there for the first time. And
Hmm.
but they were telling us, they said, "Hey man, we playing for the Pride Festival in Stockholm."
That's Germany, right?
Oh, that's Sweden.
Sweden. Okay.
They said, "Oh, brother Glove ain't playing at that. I ain't playing for no." You know what I mean? It was just like, but what was I gonna do? And we had to wear
Right.
rainbow bracelets around our
Oh
hands.
man.
You know what I mean? And especially back then, like I was never like homophobic. I just never wanted folks to get things misconstrued. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But end up doing it. And the festival was great. Met some cool people out there. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? Yeah, no, I definitely hit with the Village People, man. And
That's cool.
yeah, no,
That's cool. I hear what you're
great.
saying. I hear what you're saying about the homosexual thing, but
Yeah,
that too. We're Bible men, and we're God fearing brothers. So we do
yep,
know that
yep.
that's something that the Most High frowns upon and is not in agreement with that lifestyle. But that is a banger. They got a hit, and it is a big deal that they
Oh
chose
yeah.
you, or you were playing with those brothers, and because of your God given gifts, you were able to see Sweden and Stockholm. You were able to go to these places that had you not had the gifts, or your father wasn't on you about, who knows, you might still be sitting in Corona right now. You know what I mean? Which not necessarily a bad thing, but that's awesome, man. I'm proud of
Yes,
you. Proud of you, brother.
thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. This is about you. I had to do my due diligence and write down a few questions, and if I want to be taken serious and take myself seriously, but speak your mind, brother.
Yeah, no, I just I was trying to think of some other folks that I've been on
Hmm.
stages with. The Village People, and I toured with them. You know what I'm saying, for an extended amount of time, and we have
Right.
in the music industry, it's called one-offs. So maybe I played for this person one time, or maybe I
Hmm.
was on the stage and then this person came on the stage. So I've had probably early when I was just kind of getting nice on bass. I had an opportunity to play bass for Mary Mary. I did a one off with them. They
Oh,
came through to the spot. I was already there doing my own thing, and I just happened to know their music, and
yeah.
it was beautiful.
So they just
LL
needed a
Cool
guy.
J. I mean, we were just already there, so the band was there, and they was like, "Hey, you know this?" We was like, "Yup." And
Hmm.
went and played. You know what I mean? LL Cool J. I did a tribute for my college. I was doing an LL Cool J tribute, and I was LL, and I remember, oh my God, I was like, you know them insanity workouts,
Yeah,
man.
trying to get in
I was
check.
on, man. Yeah, that was, besides right now, that's probably the peak of shape I've ever been in. Just trying to be LL, and that man walked right in the building, came up on the
What?
stage, he grabbed the mic, he was just like, yo, my man, you know the song? I was like, heck yeah, I know that song. I said, man, look, here goes the microphone right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we did jingling baby. So
Oh man.
yeah, and I got that one. I got pictures. My older brother, he was there. He got it all on video and everything, and
Mhm.
it was just a good moment, man.
That's dope.
But yeah,
The K-pop guys you playing with right now?
Oh, go ahead. Say it again.
No, I was saying I know the K-pop group or the show you invited me to in LA. Sorry, I wasn't able to make it. They're pretty big group, right?
Yeah. So there's a group called Got7, and in that group Got7 is a guy named Jackson Wang. Jackson Wang. He's from China, even though he does K-pop. And and actually a brother of mine. Well, actually, shout out to my boy Dan Rouse. He's the one that gave me the initial call for the Village People. And then my boy LaShawn, we went to Berklee College of Music together in Boston. And he lives in China now. He called me and he was just like, "Hey man, I need you to get on this gig." And I was just like, "Who is it?" He was like, "Man, Jackson Wang." And I'm just like, I have no clue who this is.
Right.
I went to the IG. Man, I seen that 33 mil. I said, "Oh," I said, "We in good hands."
Yeah.
We in good hands. And and I was actually working on a cruise ship when I got the call, and so I left the cruise ship gig early, and went straight to LA. We went and rehearsed, and I mean, like, yeah. Actually, thinking back, so I was the musical director on that ship. And so I was like trying to musically direct the band that I was already in, and trying to learn this cat's music before I went to go out.
Right.
Straight to LA. I mean, as soon as I got off the plane, straight to rehearsal. Then it was like Mexico, then LA, Oakland, Vancouver, a suburban area like right outside of Chicago. Brooklyn, New York, at the Barclays Center. I got to shoot some on the court. That was a dream come true, boy.
Come on, man! I didn't see none of this footage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna upload that. It's coming.
Yeah, you got to do that. So you were on for the whole tour.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where else did we go? Toronto. I love Toronto. It's such a beautiful place.
Yeah, I hear good things.
Mexico. Then Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and then we in Santiago, Chile. So
man, that's a world tour.
It was a super vibe, dog. Like,
damn.
Yeah.
That's bucket list right there. That's something you can go and scratch off your bucket list just in that one gig, you know.
Absolutely.
God's given gifts. I'm telling you, if you tap into His true purpose for you and the gifts that He's given to you, you can truly succeed in life and flourish.
Absolutely.
And it's easier when you use your God-given gifts and you trying to force something or make it your own way. In my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I try to be. Like, I believe that everything is like, you'll never hear me use the word like, "Oh man, you're so lucky," or like "good luck," because I do believe that everything is divine. And like, I mean, in Tennessee or California, did I never think that I would have some of the opportunities that I've had. And I mean, I think you should just be humble anyway, but each thing is higher than the next, and I try to just make sure I'm that much more humble the higher the ladder goes. Just to show God, even myself, but others that all these stages and stuff don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, if you're a believer, at the end of the day, at the end of your day, you know what I'm saying? Really, all we trying to hear is "well done, my guy."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything we do is to please Him. We don't do this to please man. Yeah, we're happy when someone is finds likes what we do, but we do this to please the Most High, hoping that He's looking down and smiling down upon us. That's why I do it. Absolutely. But good segue. One of the questions I wanted to ask you, I don't know if you've seen, I'm sure you have seen in the news what's going on with these cruise ships and hantavirus and neurovirus and all these things. Being on these cruise ships, have you seen anything or noticed anything that would have led you to believe that all these type of things would be happening on these cruise ships? I've never been on a cruise myself.
Oh, I got you. I got you. I mean, I was on a cruise ship when the coronavirus hit. I was in Saint Nazaire, I believe, Saint Nazaire, France, and
Hmm.
and I remember they were saying like, hey, don't worry, like we're safe here on the ship. Next thing I knew, that mug was all over the world. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And even then, I won't even get into it. But man, that was I was in France, away from all my family in Tennessee and such, and
Right.
not knowing if I'd ever see him again. Because I mean, everybody was dying. It seemed like, you know
Right.
what I mean. You hear
Right.
about it, it's like, oh, I'm thinking about my mama. Like I know my daddy, he a soldier. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. He
Right.
good, but you know what I mean. But I was thinking about my mama and stuff. And I ain't gonna hold you, dog. But I was in that room, boo hooing my guy, like,
I believe it.
we just didn't know, man. And I learned in that moment, man, to really not take things for granted. You know what I mean? 'Cause I definitely
Hmm.
had some homeboys that was here and they ain't here no more.
Right.
Because of it. But yeah, I've been hearing the stuff like on the ships and stuff. I'm glad that I'm not there because I've been doing ships strong since about
Hmm.
2019. And it's 26 now. So I'm glad I got out when I could. But I mean, at least the ship I worked on, it was a lot of like old, sick folks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people don't be taking care of themselves.
That's a
So
great point.
like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you don't even want to know that. And I'm
I
not
can
trying to knock
imagine.
the old folks. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be old one day, and see,
Yeah.
unfortunately, you see, like feces on the ground, and people pissing on themselves and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
they're not even thinking, oh, let me go wash my hands. They're just being old and doing what old folks do, man. So, but yeah, it's a
Right.
lot of like a lot of hygiene, a lot of people try to keep it as clean as they can. And I'm not trying to knock them
Right.
that clean and all that stuff, but
You just
yeah,
got that many people on top of each other. It's something's bound to all these people from different walks of life, different countries, different places,
absolutely,
spreading their germs, peeing in the
absolutely.
pool.
Peeing in the pool. Oh my God, peeing in the
God knows what
pool.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
crabbing
that's a
in the
great point, though.
pool. Not washing their hands. Like bruh. It's so much stuff, dog. Like, yeah.
Probably be screwing in the pool, all that kind of stuff. But that's a great point what you said
All that kind of
when
stuff.
when you were there for COVID, when you got stuck. That fear, like when those wars were happening in with Iran, and my brother had a trip to Dubai and coming up, and like I think the week before that is when Dubai kind of got dragged into the war, and you saw people getting stuck or stranded out there in different places like that. So that was my reason for asking that question, because I kind of want to warn brothers and sisters, or just get them to consider these type of things before everybody's so quick to want to travel and go on cruises and turn up and do this. But
Yup.
and you see what's going on in the news, and that don't seem to deter the people at all.
No, because everybody kind of got that. It'll never happen to me type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, what other hot topics? I got. What you think about this? That white boy Chud the Builder. I know you down there in Tennessee, and you. I'm not trying to put you on the hot seat on all these. Got you already going against the LGBTQ, and now I'm gonna ask you. Well, how's the attention down there in Tennessee? With all this Chud the Builder stuff and racism?
Well, I think the thing that's different about me is like I'm mostly doing music all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's fortunate and unfortunate sometimes. A lot of times I miss out on some of the stuff. But like Tennessee is a racist is a racist state. Yeah, I mean, just in America in general. And I'm not like the super political guy, and on purpose, but like I don't know all the stories. I don't even pay attention to some, just for
Right.
my own mental stability. Um, but yeah, I mean, Tennessee is just full of racist folks, and
Okay.
I'm fortunate to kind of be in a community, um, where everybody mostly is not that we're just all black, because I have different white, brown, and other color friends.
Right.
But fortunately, I'm in a community to where like we all pretty much respect each other, and most of us are doing music anyway, so that's
Mhm.
our own little bubble where we don't care about what you look like. Can you do the job or not?
Right.
You know. Um, but yeah, it's stuff going on. Chud, um, even the rule changes as far as like voting and stuff like that for black folks. But
Yeah, that's a big topic right now. I'm
it's
seeing
terrible, dog.
what is it exactly? They said Trump is trying to suppress or stop the black vote. I seen something like that.
Basically.
Yeah. But you say you don't really subscribe to politics, so you wouldn't call yourself a Democrat or a Republican, would you?
Well, it sounds bad if I say I'm just here, but
No, I do.
you know what I mean. I make sure I go out and vote, and I try to pay attention to what's going on in the city and the state and all that stuff,
Mhm.
because I do believe that every vote counts. And if you one of them cats that talks about change and complains that stuff is stagnant, but then you don't go vote, or what I'm saying, then it's like, what are you doing? I don't want to hear none of that. Even somebody like me who's not super deep in it, I try to make sure I pay attention. My parents, they pay attention to that stuff, and so they'll bring it up. Especially my mama, she's like, "Oh, he ain't no good. See, God knows.
Yeah.
God knows.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but the-" you know what I'm saying? So a lot of that.
Yeah, that's how my mom and aunties are like that too. A lot of people, our people was out there protesting and marching for the right to vote, and y'all generation don't want to go vote. But me myself, I'm like you say, I'm kind of just stay out of the way. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I believe that they're two wings of the same bird. You might have seen me post that before. They're just, I believe it's just a big game. They're just. I think your vote counts on the city level. If you're voting for senator and stuff like that. But as far as the big dog, who's going to be the next president, and I believe corporations and higher powers, principalities and powers, and dark forces in high places have their hands in who's going to be the next president. And these guys are kind of bred up and brought up to be these government leaders, which are president is no more than a king, a new king, or Caesar. See, if that was still a thing. But that was a great take you had on that, because like you said, in your industry, you can either play. It don't matter what color you is. If you can play, you can play. It might be a white boy coming there and he just super funky on that bass. You're not gonna judge him by the. Yeah, but I'm sure there are there's probably some people that wouldn't book a brother because he's black. Do you think that exists?
I know it.
Yeah.
I know it. I mean, I've even been in some conversations where it's just like, hey, Glove, I need a white guitar player. Can't be black. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I go through the Rolodex. Like, okay, I know it.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's interesting.
It's a real thing, man. And I think sometimes I think it's good because it shows like diversity and all that stuff. It almost sends the message of what I was talking about earlier, just as far as like, we don't care what you look like, can you do the job?
Right.
I do think sometimes there's like favoritism, based on race, or even not even with just different races, but even like the black rainbow amongst us. You know, I have
Right.
a home gal. I love her to death with her little chocolatey self. You know what I mean? And I hear her say like, "Oh man, yeah, no, you would be too light for me," and I'm like,
Mm.
Okay, like,
What?
you know, we both black, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know,
Yeah, everybody got
that's
their
the
preference, I guess. Yeah.
listen, brother. I don't care if you're black as night or
Uh-huh.
light as bright. You know what I mean? If you hey, listen,
Right.
we good, huh?
Okay. I ain't mad at you. Well, since you brought the topic of females, I see you getting your swole on, and you know this is I don't need to say no. I don't need to say no homo, but hey, I see them guys. I said, oh shit, man, I need to go do me a couple push. I need to go do me a couple push-ups because I seen the progression. I seen where you were. You was. And don't
Oh,
take any.
man.
They take this personal, but you was a little fluffy, man, and you done tightened it all up. So,
Yes, sir.
is there a Mrs. Glove? You know, for any of the sisters out there who maybe looking for a husband, or if you yourself ready to settle down with a young lady and seek a wife, find out because the Most High says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing, and obtains
Man.
favor from the Lord."
That's Proverbs,
So-
brother. You in the book?
Oh yeah, one of my favorite. I love all the wisdom scriptures.
Yeah. No, man. I don't have no gal. I don't have no guy either. You know what I mean? But I don't have no gal. Man, in my industry, and actually, it's funny, man. My auntie was trying to play matchmaker, and I'm just busy. I'm a busy man, and it's kind of weird because like, you know, most musicians are known to be like drug addicts or womanizers, whores, and even in my fraternity, absolutely known stereotype that, you know, the members of Omega, the Bruhs, the Nasty Dogs, are just despicable when it comes to women and respect. That's actually one of the reasons why I pledged Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, is because I wanted people to see that you can still, you know, believe in our cardinal principles, and not be that typical stereotypical guy, you know what I'm saying, that walks around and is, you know, all dogmatic and stuff like that. So I love when I meet people and they're like, "Oh my God, you're a Q?" Like, I am a Q. I said, but you're not gonna see me around here sniffing panty drawers and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was a man, a good man before I pledged Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, and will remain a good man since I pledged. But shout out to my dog, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Shout out to my LB. But shoot, boy, well, I was going somewhere with this. I know I was talking about being a musician.
Well, we're talking about your we're talking
Oh, my
about you
wife
being
and
single
all that stuff.
and ready to mingle.
Yes. So it's hard to commit because the time is a heavy demand for me. I don't have a lot of time to just sit down and be like, hey, let's watch a movie. Or I feel like, man, I'll miss something if I just sit down and, you know what I mean, at times. So that makes it hard to date. But then on the other side of things, I'm out on tour. I'm seeing, not throwing under my guys under the bus, but like I go out on these tours, I see cats, you know what I'm saying, they out drinking, got 3-4 gals, they're bringing them up to the room. It's just like, well, I know I'm not on that type of time, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying, I still get lonely like everybody else, you know what I'm saying, them sheets still be cold on the other side, you know what I mean, and so it's like, I'm not out being a whore, but I still don't have nobody to not be a whore with, like, you know what I mean, so.
So it's just not something you seeking. You're not looking.
It's like I'm not looking, but I'm paying attention. I don't know if that
makes perfect sense. You're not blind.
I'm not. By no means. By no means.
Right. Well, let's say, what if the right lady came along and made you, because the right lady would have to be someone who made you want to devote some of that time that you're talking about to her,
I
and to
agree.
pour
I
into
agree.
her. So what if someone like that came along? Would you say, okay, I'm gonna get out the game, even though you're not necessarily in the game, but would you make an
Uh,
exception for something like that?
I mean, I don't know because I'm not there.
Hmm.
You know, people can say they people say that all the time. You watching sports and you see Michael Jordan or somebody like, oh man, well, if it was me, I would have passed the ball, blah 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 blah. And it's just like, well, it's easy because it's easy for you to say one, you're not there. Two, you can see the whole screen, you see everything going on, but the person
Hmm.
that's there with the ball, you know what I'm saying? They right here in this moment, you know what I'm saying, trying to do whatever decision they feel is best. Um,
Hmm.
so um, I think it's easy to say like, oh yeah, no, I'll change, blah
Yeah.
blah. You know, I know people have said they would change and they ended up not changing, and then that caused
Yeah.
friction in relationships and stuff like that. So I think for me
Yeah.
personally, while I'm not looking but paying attention, it would be wise for me to just kind of stay to myself. You know what I mean? And I don't want to. I really love women, bro. Like I love women, and I really respect women. And one reason why I keep to myself, like especially sexually, is because I assume that every fine gal I see, probably every dude that they've ran into has probably tried to say something. You know what I mean? And I just want to be that guy that they feel comfortable around, and they don't have to
Hmm.
worry about, me trying to, get in their drawers and all that stuff. I met some gals in
Right.
Texas the other night, and one thing that made me smile is they were like, "Thank you for being such a gentleman. Like, you didn't hit on us. You walked us to our car. You made sure we was good. Like, that's the stuff that gives me joy. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Right.
women are concerned.
Yeah. On the flip side of that, though, sisters these days, I feel like they want to be objectified. They all are seeking that attention. Not all, I can't say all, but they
Yeah,
want to
not
they
all
want
of
to
them,
be
but it's
objectified.
definitely increased throughout these years.
Yeah, because a brother gets stuck in the friend zone. Sisters. A lot of sisters don't respect a brother like that, like yourself, like you're
No
saying
sir,
right now.
no
They'll
sir, no
look at you
sir.
like, what's wrong with him? He must not like me because he's not objectifying me or making provocative or
Mm,
perverted comments. You
mm,
know, so that's good
mm.
though. My advice as a married man would be, yeah, just keep serving your God given, using your God given gift to succeed. And
Yep.
when you're truly ready, just pray and ask Him to send you a wife, and He will, because that's how I got mine. And when I saw my wife that night, one of our first phone conversations, I told her that she was going to be my wife and the mother of my children. And to this
Wow.
day, we married for 3 years. We got three beautiful daughters and my first boy on the way. So
Man,
when you ready,
congrats in
when you ready,
advance, man.
yeah. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get you up out of here. I got a couple more. Actually, I want you to tell the people. Mother's Day just passed. I shared your Mother's Day song in my story. So can you
Uh,
just let people know where they could find that song? And then I know you got another single that you dropped not too long ago with Will, your brother Will, talented brother.
oh
I can't
yeah.
remember his last name.
Yep. Gittins, Will Gittins.
Will get you. Where can they find those songs?
Um, all of my music actually. You
Hmm.
can find all of my music on all platforms, whether it be Spotify, Apple Music, any of them.
Hmm.
YouTube, you can put it on there. The only one that you cannot find is the Mother's Day song. Um,
Right.
and so yeah, I was actually trying to release that, but the engineer who recorded it and mixed and mastered it and all that stuff. Shout out to my man Boss.
Shout out,
He hooked
boss.
it up. So, yeah, yeah. BAS, Boss. He's from the
Okay.
Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken. We went to Berkeley together, and
Yeah.
he hooked it up. But he had told me that he had lost the session. I mean, and I'm not knocking him because I came back to him years later, like, hey man, you still got that session, blah 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 blah. He's like, man, I think it's a no go.
Uh-huh.
I'm contemplating right now if I'm just gonna make the version that's on YouTube available on like Spotify and Apple Music,
Yeah.
or if I'm just gonna re-record it just with a new fresh. Because I mean that John is like over a decade. At least me recording it was over a decade. You know,
Right.
it's over a decade now. So,
But it's timeless. The time, because this. I tell you what, I was jamming to it. Look at them mothers on Mother's Day. It's a good little. No, I'm not lying to you. I played it when on the phone when we was celebrating my wife for Mother's Day, and we was grooving because it got a nice little Morris Day in the time groove to it. That's what it reminds me of.
Know.
So you definitely got to put that out because that'll be your residual income. You get that streaming, that's like a birthday song or a wedding song. That's some good paper.
You talking.
Gonna get that done, Glove.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at as far as that's concerned. And really the thing of it is just me being the perfectionist that I am. Like on the day I recorded it. So actually I had like a first recording, but the day I recorded the version you hear, I had a cold, and I can hear that I had a cold, on the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, see, listen, right there, you can tell my nose was plugged, like all that stuff. But ain't nobody said nothing but me. So
hey, now that you should have never said that, because now that you said that, I can hear it. Not like no, I can already hear it. Because there was a part where you was like, like I could hear that nasally. Like now that you're saying you had a cold, I can hear it.
I did.
But yeah,
it's the truth.
It's still a jam.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Actually, man, I don't know how much time you got. I want to explain that one. So that song, Mother. So this was like a first in my life. Now I think all my queens are beautiful. I don't care what color you are. Now, me personally, I'm just more naturally attracted to my sisters. You know what I'm saying? But it was this white gal. She's from like San Francisco or Sacramento or something like that. But she's of Colombian descent. And we went to school together. Her name is Christine. Shout out to Christine. I love her. She's got new music. I got a new song called Gardens. That I had just put on my story. She's wonderful. But she was one of the first white girls that I met. She had the rhythm. She had the soul. She could sing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she just had the juice. And I just started calling her mother. You know, I mean, to this day, I be like, mother. And I'm like, oh my gosh, J. Scott, you're so funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she had the juice, and I called her mother, and I just started kind of writing a song like about sisters and or women in general, kind of her too. And so I just kind of took her name and put it, just look at these mothers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so naturally the song works on Mother's Day, yes, and I play it every Mother's Day, and people are starting to look forward to it on Mother's Day and so now, but. Yep.
But your inspiration, your inspiration behind the song wasn't mothers. It was look at that mother that look at that mother sucker over there. Yeah. That's a good. You heard it here first on Analyze This. You heard it. That's what they call it. We heard it here first. That song was written about a good looking Colombian sister.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Shout out to Christine Smith. And she's incredible. She's out like hitting with like I can't remember if it was like Charlie Puth, whom I went to college with. What? You know what I'm saying? I went to college with Charlie for a little bit. I can't remember if it was Charlie Puth or the Jonas Brothers. But she went to go tour with one of them, so she doing her thing too, man. So it's not like she was just up there just taking up room, like look good, very talented, like all that stuff. You know what I mean? So actually we have a song together. It's called All Right, Okay. J. Scott the
All Right, Okay,
featuring Christine Noel. It's a real good, feel good song. feel good ballad. Yeah, y'all check it out when y'all get a chance.
What's the name of the other single that your bro helped produce or write?
Oh, Benevolence.
Benevolence, yeah. And that's streaming on all platforms. Benevolence.
All of them. Benevolence and All Right, Okay.
And it'd be by Jay Scott, or how would they find it?
Jay Scott the Glove.
Jay Scott the Glove. Y'all heard it here. Y'all make sure y'all look out for my brother right there. He's Jay Scott the Glove. I believe across all social media platforms as well, Facebook, Instagram.
Yep.
Okay. And what if someone wanted to book you, or for a show or a gig or something like that? How could they do that?
Oh man, you can hit me on any of it. Well, you can call me, boy. You can call me. But
appreciate it.
Anybody else who's interested in booking, you can email me at jscottsdale0297@gmail.com. You can DM me on IG THEGLOVE0297. And then on TikTok, it's the same thing, The Glove 0297 _. And then on Facebook, I'm just J Scott -Glove Martin MARTIN.
All right, awesome, bro. All right, awesome.
You can reach me with all that info, then it just wasn't meant to be, y'all.
Or you can reach out to me if you really want them bad enough, and I'll pass on the word. I'll put a low cost of 5%. No, just saying. But
it's done.
What are my chances of getting to hear you sing a little tune or something, man? Leave my fans with a little something. Leave my followers, subscribers with a little something. I think that'd be.
Oh man, that's a hard task, man.
Okay, yeah, I didn't pay.
You said you wasn't betting on it.
Nah, I said I ain't pay him enough for that. He said I only pay. Yeah, that I'm gonna have to drop the bag to get that next time.
Oh man, no man.
I'm just messing with you, bro. Because when we opened,
I know you is. I
was gonna start with the national anthem anyway. I was gonna just bust up in the mother suckers and start singing.
Oh wow. Oh,
I used to sing a little bit.
That star-spangled banner yet wave.
Yeah.
Land of the free. And the home of the brave.
Play ball!
Play ball!
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro.
Man, I don't even sing no more, man. Like I'll sing every blue moon. That's probably the biggest difference between the Glove you knew and Glove now. Like me, I'm like strictly based. Like yeah, I'll sing every blue moon.
Yeah.
And I was getting over a sore throat or something that I had a couple of days ago. So yeah, them little vocals you just got was just off the strength of me knowing you, boy.
Yeah, I got some free vocals. I appreciate you, brother. Y'all don't want me to start singing. I come up, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming. Yeah. All right, bro. Yeah. I love you, man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You done got better.
Yeah, I got a little better. I got a little deeper, bluesier type of. I'm gonna start getting ready to work on like a blues record. I got a couple people who want me to try to mess around in some country blues, since we taking over country music now too. I got a little twang in me.
I'm here in the home of it, Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep. So we'll lock in, bro. We locked in. To anybody out there who may be watching, even you, Jay Scott, I'm looking for somebody to kind of partner with, or maybe have a weekly segment or something like that to join me on this podcast, Analyze This. So if anybody out there sees this, you can holler at me, DM me, email me. If you got my number, give me a call. Yep. And let's be mindful. Let's keep God first. Let's repent, because the heavens drawing near. You can see what's going on in the world. Bible prophecy is real. It's time to get closer to God. It's time to get closer to God, and we give all the honor and glory to the Most High. And thank you, Jay. Yep, thank you, Glove.
Man, you already know it, dog. Let's do another one, man. Let's do another one.
Hey, just let me know. We can do this every week.
Hey, I'm ready.
You know, because that's the good thing about this. Analyze this. We can analyze any topic and tie the Most High to it, tie God to it. Whether it be sports, current events, all that.
Hey, I'm here, man. You know, I'm a call away, dog. I'm a call away, man. And, hey, shout out to your pops too, man. Big Low, man. That man has been showing so much. I mean, continuous love. It's like he just met me. I put a little something on social media. They just put the little glove emoji up there, and
yeah. Nah, he's a big fan. He's a big fan. I think that's why I was telling you he's one of those people that made sure he was sitting in his seat when it was time for you to sing that national anthem. You and Jamal Williams, big dog. Let's shout out to the GOAT, Jamal Williams.
Oh yeah, man. I gotta hit him up. Man. And I try to tap into his page every now and again, and you know, show some love. I mean, all of them, man. Jamal, the Berries. I see B.
Nick.
Absolute. Yep. Absolute. I mean, you know, I mean, not to date us, you know what I'm saying, but you know, we're real far removed from them days, man. So it's, you know, not a lot that I do talk to, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, I see him on there, man. Everybody got kids. I feel like I'm the only one that don't.
That's why. Yeah, that's how good. That's how good you traveling the world. We're us with kids. We tie down. A lot of us, you know what I mean. So you keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. And my pops. Sometimes I get a little embarrassed because you know he that just means he love you and he's a fan. So
absolutely.
Yep.
The black
Thanks for
sure.
sharing. Yeah, the sweeter the juice. Cause you know I'm not from Santa Ana. He said, you know, that boy go off. Yeah.
Man, that is so funny, man. But
but thanks for going.
I respect it. I respect it, man. Genuine. There's not a lot of genuine people, man. He's just being himself. I honor that, man.
Right. Definitely, most definitely. All right, bro. We gonna lock back in. I'm serious. If you're serious about doing another one, hit me up. Let's do it.
Oh man, I'm absolutely serious, man. I hit you once we get off of here, man. And
okay.
You know what I'm saying? You let me know what it is, man. I would love to do it. And I'll make sure I'm at my studio and not in the car. I gotta go get my laptop fixed, man. Mug them out on me. And I need that bad boy to run them sounds and stuff. So
yeah. All right, let's do it, brother. All praises, okay, and once good, again, yep, holla.
Man, love you, big dog. Appreciate this, man.
Yes, sir. Love you too. All praises.
All right, boy.